ladies and gentlemen. Me and my team would like to present our discussion on the BAGF case study. So far, BAGF has proven it can run a successful event. The challenge now is how we scale from 800 to over 3,000 participants without losing what makes BAGF credible. Our approach is simple. We keep runners and 8 families. Individual runners remain as our core segment, maintaining our credibility as a running event, while families are introduced as new segments to scale participations. Families are usually excluded from running events because of competitive formats. One family registration can bring 3 to 5 participants at once, helping us reach over 3,000 participants. This strategy is already proven by Proactive Family 2025, which combined a 5K run with a 2.5K family fun walk and attract more than 2,600 participants. In short, runners as our foundation and families are the growth engine that transform BAGF into a city-wide event.
Okay, so to be able to scale BHGF to 3,000 participants, we also apply the ERC framework from Blue Ocean Strategy. The first one is eliminate. First, we eliminate BHGF narrow positioning as a runner-only event, where the experience is defined purely by athletic performance. This limits the relevance for families and non-runners. We reposition BHGF as a city festival with running at its core, expanding participation beyond competition. We also eliminate the assumption that the event only belongs to registered runners by opening the fair and festival to the public, while keeping running and walk routes registration-based. The second one is reduce. We reduce university-exclusive branding so that the institution remain a credible backbone, but the event is elevated as a city-level experience. We also reduce intimidating and performance-heavy atmosphere by balancing the competitive energy with culture, music, and leisure elements. Lastly, we reduce sales-only booth dominance by layering interactive activations, transforming the fair into more engaging festival space.
For the race strategy, BHGF focuses on strengthening what already works well. First, safety and hydration capacity are increased. With 3,000 participants on one route, higher safety standards are necessary to keep the event reliable and professionally managed. Second, BHGF implements media partner scaling. This event needs to expand media collaborations across multiple platforms to increase brand awareness. Third, bundle ticket accessibility needs to be improved. Group and bundle registrations help fill the 3,000 participant quota faster by using a demand pattern. For the crate strategy, BHGF introduced new ways to improve the participant experience. A multi-wave start system is used as a simple operation solution for a single 5-kilometer routines, allows serious runners to keep their pace while families not in hurry and comfortable. Next, Bandung Story Points as an interactive and gamified experience. Participants can pause at heritage checkpoint, which naturally reduce crowd density while adding cultural value. Finally, integrated cultural experience zones turn BHGF from running event into a complete urban heritage and lifestyle festival for a wider audience.
Okay, so we also made value curve diagram that represent all of the Blue Ocean strategy. The green curve represent the current condition, while the orange curve represent the proposed strategy.
For-profit model currently most sponsors support BHGF through RPC, voucher, or product support and mainly pay for logo placement. After the event, sponsors don't know who redeemed the voucher or become actual customer. So the value of sponsorship is based on assumptions, not data, which limits how much sponsors are willing to pay. To solve this, BHGF introduced the BHGF Digital Pass. Each participant receives one unique QR code to connect it to sponsor hours, so interactions become trackable. With this system, sponsors not longer just get exposure, but measurable leads and conversion data. Even if only 20 until 30% of participants redeem the voucher, sponsors still gain a real customer, which is more valuable than logo impressions. Sponsors also get post-event engagement access for 30 until 60 days. Next slide, please. Because BHGF now sells measurable customer acquisition outcomes, sponsors are willing to pay more. This strategy uses ad support revenue, outcomes-based pricing, and bundled pricing, making 3 times sponsorships fees reasonable and realistic.
Now let's understand the bottleneck issue in the BHGF process. We divide them into 2 areas, event organization and race pack distribution. In the current event organization process, operations are still highly human dependent. Planning, vendor coordination, and volunteer management rely heavily on meetings and WhatsApp groups. On event days, volunteer manage check-ins, crowd flow, and issues based on experience. When congestion happens, decisions are reactive, and after the event, there is no structured data to evaluate what is went wrong. This creates the main gap. The process works, but it doesn't scale. It's inconsistent, difficult to control, and risky as participant number grow because it depends on people instead of systems. In the improved process, BHGF shift into a system-driven operations, utilizing central dashboard monitors and standardized digital SOPs for volunteer. The second bottleneck is registration and respect distribution. Currently, data is only used for attendance, while jersey and respects are produced in bulk and picked at one single location that causes long queues, strong sizing issues, and inventory waste. In the improved model, registration become order-driven. Participants choose sizes and delivery option up front, production becoming more on-demand, and respect are distributed via delivery or partner hubs. Overall, this strategy could reduce waste, lower costs, improve experience, and make BHGF scalable for future growth.
Currently, BHGF manages 800 participants through organizational design, incentive system, outsourcing, and knowledge management. However, based on a brief interview with BHGF member, managing 800 participants is already challenging with the current manpower and asset. To overcome this, we can keep the existing structure but strengthen it through outsourcing and IT integration. First, through outsourcing, we can increase volunteers using non-monetary incentive. We can also partner with SBM courses where student participation is mandatory, therefore no payment or no incentive. In addition, we can collaborate with communities like Bandung Heritage Society through barter-based partnership. Second, through IT integration, managing 3,000 participants require clear communication while assets like HT are very limited. Therefore, we can use Zello to enable real-time communication using personal devices, which is more cost-effective and reduce miscommunication. With this approach, BHGF can scale up to 3,000 participants efficiently while keeping costs under control.
Here, to expand the event scale to become a city event, we need to analyze what the current issue in this BHGF event. First of all, it because the lack of awareness in social media platform, limited partnership effort, unsuitable venue selection because the chosen venue is too exclusive and enclosed. Also, last but not least, less engaging activity selection. There's many activities are provided but lack excitement and attractiveness. So, what are the solutions for this? Let's check it out. Move to the next slide, please.
Next is how we build the Bandung Heritage Green Fair into a must-attend city event. First, we leverage social media as our primary discovery channels, utilizing short-form video and Strava integrations to capture the 64% of audiences who discover events via social algorithms. To validate this, our legitimacy amplifications pillar partners with local media nodes like Event Bandung ID to ensure we aren't just shouting from our own channels, but building trust with citywide recognitions to protect our bottom line. We implemented a revenue protection mechanism by limiting media giveaway and introducing tiered value tickets. We prevent revenue leakage while maintaining high perceived value. This is bolstered by trust-driven influence, where we bypass generic influences in favor of credibility-based voices, community leaders who prioritize storytelling over commercial noise. Finally, cultural brand anchoring ensures long-term impact. By partnering with local heritage institutions, we turn this event into a cultural ritual rather than one of grace.
Because of the chosen venue is overly exclusive and enclosed, also unsuitable for the mass-scale participation, we propose Gedung Sate as our venue solution. Gedung Sate at Jalan Diponegoro number 22, Bandung City, has a large capacity venue that can accommodate more than 3,000 people that's situated in a well-known heritage and tourist destination in Bandung. And of course, Gedung Sate has access to safe trekking route. For the trek itself, we choose the best route that starts from Gedung Sate Jalan Diponegoro, continue to Jalan Banda dan Jalan Seram, move to Jalan R.M. Marta Dinata, Jalan Juanda, and back to Jalan Diponegoro, and finish at Gedung Sate. Move to the next slide, please.
Currently, BHGF is structured primarily around the fun run and heritage walk, with the fair festival acting as a supporting program. This means the run defines the event, while engagement remains shortly passive and stage-centric. Cultural elements are present, but they are still peripheral, visible, yet not fully embedded into the participant journey. As a result, BHGF is perceived as a strong campus-led event, but not yet as a city-owned experience. To elevate BHGF into a city-scale experience, we reposition it as a Bandung's annual heritage and green festival that happens to include a run. We introduce iconic cities such as Sunrise Annual Orchestra, transforming the flag off into a highly visual, media-ready spectacle that is clearly not a campus cultural show. Next, along with the route, Bandung story points allow participants to move through stories of the city, making heritage accessible without slowing runners. We also design a mass participation moments like a 3,000 hand movement, where thousands of participants plan simultaneously, creating a powerful city ritual. Through these experience-driven activations, BHGF evolves from around events into mass intensity festival that can realistically scale to 2,000 until 3,000 participants.